Afternoon. Today's date is August 24th, 2025. Time is 6 p.m. Now, I had put up a video earlier in regards to as far as Uber etiquette is concerned, or Lyft, just rideshare etiquette in general. And I sort of got heavy on the individuals looking for tips, actively banging away for tips. I want to go to the other side of the equation as far as the customers are concerned. Now, if you're taking a ride with Uber or Lyft, back in the days, they used to actually discourage Uber drivers or Lyft drivers from taking tips. And they would discourage the riders from giving tips. And that was back in 2020. Today it's different. They actually encourage, and rightfully so, riders to give tips. Now, it's not so much the money as much as it is the driver gets an idea as to where they stand as far as appreciation for their service. Now, even if it's a $2 tip or what have you, because when you don't do that, number one, it's rude. You tip everybody in the service industry. I don't care who they are. If it's the person at the all-you-can-eat place and you have to serve yourself most of the time, you still tip. You tip anybody in the service industry who's going out of their way, and especially if they've gone above and beyond the call of duty to make sure that you were taken care of. The only reason why I mention this is because on my last 10 Uber rides, and 2 of them are Uber Black. One Uber Black ride, the guy gave me a $20 tip. Of course, I'm not bucking for tips. I'm just giving good customer service. But I really appreciated that. That was his way of saying, hey, thank you. You did a good job. The 9 other people, one of them was Uber Black as well, did not tip at all. And again, that's pretty rude. And I give exemplary service. So, where I advise drivers not to do what you're doing with a mindset of I'm going to get a tip, do it for customer service. On the other end as well, people who ride on Uber and Lyft, by all means, should tip the driver every time they get in there. As I said, to do otherwise is just rude. Having said that, there are some instances where a tip most likely would not be appropriate, let alone to pay for the trip itself. That is the exception, not the rule. Uber and Lyft usually do a pretty good job of weeding those people out. Now, some of the reasons that customers may give for not giving a tip is that, hey, they showed up there a little bit late, or they took a detour they weren't supposed to take. Let me explain, if you're not an Uber driver, how all this works. You ask for a ride, Uber gives you an estimated time. But Uber's not on the road. They don't know what's happening. They don't know any type of incidences. They don't know if the intersection's blocked, if there's an accident. Neither does the customer. The customer sees a line on their showing the trajectory of the driver, and they're not sure exactly what obstacles may be in their path. So they see the driver going in all different directions, but it may be because there's obstacles that they have to, or they have to turn down a different street, or they have to go up a little bit further to turn around, and where an estimated time arrival might be 5 minutes. Initially, when you set up the appointment, it may take 10, 15 minutes to get there. Okay, these drivers are trying to do it as safe as possible. Now, I can only surmise that most drivers that are out there want to be safe. They want to get to their destination safe. They want to pick up their customer safely. Okay, now there are instances where they are sort of caught up and they're not able to get through because of whatever situations arise out there. So just be a little bit patient with your drive, but of course that's no excuse to say, hey, look, I'm not going to give this person a tip. My only thing is this: if you are taking a Uber ride or a Lyft ride and you don't factor in a tip for the driver, you may not want to take that ride. It means you can't afford it. Okay? Better off just taking a scooter or an electric bike, or maybe even walking. Because these are real people behind the wheel. And these are people who are, believe it or not, driving is risky. Risking their lives to make sure you get where you need to go. Okay? That's my 2 cents. And I'll come back at you another day with something else. Thanks. Bye.